Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions, here on Transa Play. If you have not yet updated your version, please update your version. More is going to come. We are busy sorting out on the issue of monetization, meaning that when you create your content, your followers will be able to send gifts and stars to you. So make sure that you start making content right now and you start gathering followers. If you do not have Transa Play, just go to your Play Store and then you search for Transa Play. The following story that you are going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The message, it reads like this: Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I joined Satanism when I was only in grade 7. What has brought me here, I just want other people to know and to understand. If you have a child, you need to sit down with your child at all the time so that you can learn and you can know what is it that they do when they are not at home, when they are busy playing with their friends, when they are busy doing their homework with that person that seems to be lovable, that assist your child to do their homework. It does not matter how rich that person is that spends time with your child. You need to question everything, because if you do not question anything about your child, then your child will end up being in situations that will hurt them. Like what happened to me, I was initiated into Satanism by my wealthy teacher, and my parents used to say that my teacher was like a blessing in our lives, because as poor people, my parents, they were unable to even pay the school fees at the school where I was going to, because I was at a private school, because this was what my father's boss wanted. He wanted me to make it in life. He wanted me to have a better future, and where his children were attending school, that was where I was also attending school. And the school fees there, it was pretty expensive. He would assist my parents, but when that teacher came along, my parents, they were happy, because my parents were told by that teacher that she and her husband wanted to assist my father's boss so that he won't struggle that much in paying my school fees. They were going to assist. Sometimes they would pay for the school fees. My teacher, she was very wealthy. There were people in our community who used to wonder even why she would even bother herself by being a teacher. But I guess I know why she used to do that. At the school where I went to, it is a popular private school in Nism, and I won't tell you the name of that school, because if you mention the name of that school, they might even end up suing you, because theirs is a very wealthy school and they have a habit of that. And I do not want you to get sued if you mention the name of that school on your channel. I'm just going to tell you that at the school, there is a lot of Satanism that goes around. They initiate kids into Satanism. If it is a boy, automatically you will be initiated into Satanism, and if you are a girl, then you will be initiated into the marine kingdom and you will be given your own mission. That is what they do at that school. But when I started to go to that school, I did not even know that this was what was going to happen to me. You know, as a child can leave their house and they can go to the next dorm, and when they are offered food, they won't even refuse. Even after they would have eaten something at their house, they will act as if they did not even eat anything. They are starving to death, and some things like that. When a child is like that, they might even be initiated into witchcraft through the food that they will be eating. This is what I also used to do as a child. I loved to eat the food that would be offered to me by our neighbors. My parents, since they were poor, sometimes we would only have 2 meals a day, in the morning and then at night. During the day, you had to hustle all by yourself, and the only way to hustle was to go to our neighbors' houses and play with the kids, and when it will be time for the kids to be given some food to eat, and obviously they would dish out for you since you will be playing with their kids. So most of the kids that do this, they'll end up being bewitched, they will end up being initiated into witchcraft. So I just want parents to know and to make sure that at all the times they know where their children are, what their children are doing, and let your kids only eat the food from your neighbors, those that you trust. And if you do not trust your neighbor, then with your child, do not let your child eat the food at your neighbor's house when you do not trust her. So my teacher, when she approached my parents saying that I was too bright in school for them to ignore me, my parents were happy. They would give me the permission to even spend time at my teacher's house. So my teacher used to take me on picnics with her children. We would go to this other river. When we would go to that river, we would have the normal picnic basket. Then we would have a chicken and other things that they use when they are worshipping the marine spirits, like wines, sweets, white rice, as well as sorghum seeds. That is what they used to carry whenever we would go to the river. So she and her husband would then go and stand in the river, and then they will start to worship the river goddess. As time went on, that was when they initiated me into Satanism. They gave me two garments, a black garment and a white garment. When I was initiated, it was like a big church gathering. We went to the river. They told me to never tell my parents where we were going. So we went out as if it was just an outdoor event that was going to be done by the river, and only rich people were there. And those rich people that were gathered there, they were gathered from my initiation, and they were all satanic people. I was then brought into the river and I was told to strip myself naked. This was after they had made me to eat a chicken raw with its feathers. When I thought about eating that chicken, I started vomiting. Brother Nashi, I had never vomited so hard in my entire life. And after I had vomited, then they made a demon to come and to possess me. After that demon had possessed me, I started eating that chicken. I even wanted more. They then took me into the river naked, and they gave me a black chicken, and they told me that the chicken, I was supposed to kill it by drowning it. So I drowned that chicken, and then I saw a being that came out of the water and took that chicken, and that being that came out of the water simply disappeared. That was the initiation. On my initiation day, there was even sort of like a pastor that was preaching, but this pastor that was preaching, he was using a different Bible. This is like a satanic Bible that he was using when he was busy preaching, and a satanic Bible, it always has an upside cross, and I do not encourage anyone to look for that Bible. It only need those that are strong in the spirit to read it, because if you are not strong in the spirit, then you will end up having demonic activity in your life. So after the initiation ceremony, we then returned back home. I was given a couple of missions that I was told to complete. There was a big satanic gathering that happened in our country, and my mother was sacrificed, for her blood was needed. The day when I sacrificed my mother was sitting, she was selling her fruit and veggies, and I had a small doll that I was busy stabbing with a needle. My mother screamed once, and then she fell to the ground, and there was blood that was coming out of her nostrils, as blood as well that was coming out of her mouth. She passed away, and I saw satanic people that came to collect her blood. Soon after that, I was given another mission which I completed recently. This mission that I completed recently, I was supposed to sleep with this other woman. Her husband is a bishop at this other church. It took me a couple of years in order for me to be able to complete that mission. Each and every night when I go to bed, I always cry when I think about my future, not the future in this world, but in the next world, because I know that hell is for real. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with our dear brother in the comment section. Yo. He's saying that you need to be very careful with your own kids. Make sure that you know where your kids are at all the times. Then there is another message that was sent to me, and this message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I have come here on your platform because I want your listeners to help me out so that I can understand why is it all of these things are happening to me. Is this normal or is it not normal at all? So there is this man that I am dating. I met this man through a mutual friend. When I met this man, I was already dating another guy, but because that guy, he was broke, I did not want to continue dating that guy. I then chose to date this guy that seems to be wealthy. He is everything, like he is everything that any woman can ever wish for in their life. So I then started dating him and he started spoiling me, and the more that he spoiled me, the more that I forgot about my ex-boyfriend. So it started about 2 weeks ago. He had mentioned this before, but he deleted the message. There was this other day when we were just having a romantic conversation on WhatsApp with my boyfriend. Then all of a sudden, he said that he wants me to make him happy. And I did not understand what he meant when he said that he wanted me to make him happy. He then sent me like a GIF. This was a short video that was of a white man that was making love to this other white woman. They were sleeping on the floor. It was like, this is the way that I want you to please me. If it was all about making love while he's sleeping on the floor, it really did not even matter at all. But what I did not enjoy about that, Brother Nashi, was that this white man, he then pulled out of that woman, and then he told the woman to open the mouth, and then he started to poop inside the mouth of that woman. That was very strange to me. That is what my boyfriend was suggesting, that in order for me to make him to be happy, he wanted to do that same thing to me. So I thought that maybe it was one of his sick jokes, because he always have these jokes that they are very sick. So then later on, he asked me if I understood how I was supposed to please him, and I did not understand. He told me that he wanted to see poop inside of my mouth, and that is what was going to make him to enjoy, to see that he can enjoy me. It was something that I never thought that a man will ask me to do. Is sex not enough? Why would he want me to do such a thing? But Brother Nashi, this is what the man suggested. He said that he wants me to do that, and I have already done it, and I want to know, is it normal or is it not normal, the things that this man has done to me? He then said that I'm not going to do it for free. The night that we had this discussion, Brother Nashi, he told me that he wants to buy a car for me. The very next morning, me and him, we then went to We Buy Cars. When we went to We Buy Cars, he then bought a car for me. That very same night, he said that I was supposed to make it feel so special for him, and by making him feel special, he wanted me to eat his poop. We had like normal love making thing that we always do, and then that was when he told me to sleep on the floor, and then he came into my mouth and then he started pooping. It was not nice, Brother Nashi. I felt so gross because of the things that he made me to do. The guy is loaded with money, but the things that he has made me to do, I never expected another man to force me into doing something like that. I really need help. When you post my story, please tell me. I just want to understand, is this normal or is it not normal at all? When you have posted my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Can you imagine? Then there is another message that was sent to us by our dear sister. She sent this message to me via TikTok, and the message that she sent to me, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I have been working for my friend for a very long time and they pay me really well. I am a manager at this other factory, so I'll say that this factory is in Durban just to protect my identity. So this is what my friend do at the factory where I am working. So we make these sweets, and these sweets, the kids, they love them. I'm scared even to tell you the name of those sweets. So the kids, they love them too much, but in order for them to sell a lot, because these are not like originals, they do not make fake products, but they are those cheap pin pops, if you know them, the cheapest ones that you usually just give your child even R1 so that your child can go and buy. So this is what I have discovered that they do. They go to a mortuary. When they go to a mortuary, but it is for Muslim people, they fetch some water. I don't know how they get this water, but this other guy that I once dated, he is an Indian guy. He told me that this water, they take it, it's like body fluids. He was saying that when someone is passed away, there are some fluids that come out of that person. So they take the fluids, and when they have taken the fluids, then they keep the fluids in the factory until the stock is gone. Like when we make sweets, let's say we make a lot of these sweets, then we wait for orders. Sometimes we can wait for 3, 4 or even 5 days before people have ordered a lot. So until those sweets would have been ordered, then they will go and then they throw away that water that they would have taken from the mortuary. When he told me this, that very same month, I got a promotion. I am the most paid worker at that factory, and I am even scared to be at work because I know that somewhere in the factory there is water even that is collected from the mortuary. And I have come here, I just need advice. If I want this to be made public, how exactly do I go on about it without exposing? And right now I have my daughter who is in varsity. My daughter has a great opportunity that is going to come her way. My daughter can go to China at any given moment to further her studies so that she can have a brighter future. So since my daughter can go to China at any given moment, it means that more money is going to be needed. And one of my boss, my Indian boss, is saying that he also wants to assist me so that my daughter can have a comfortable life in China. He wanted my daughter to go to India to further her studies, and in the field where she is studying, she can get a great job. She can make a lot of money because those people, they are in demand and there is a shortage of that in our country. So this is like an opportunity for my daughter. Should I continue? Because when I spoke with my baby daddy, he is the one who knows about this, what is happening at the factory. He told me to chill and to relax, not to talk about it, because we have to secure our child's future. He said, don't talk about it because you might mess up your daughter's life. He also depends on me. He has a great job, but he's owing a lot of money to the bank, and I assist him. When I give him money, like each and every month, I do not even feel anything because I am the highest paid worker at the factory. I even get paid more than what other Indians are getting. I just want advice from your listeners. When you have posted my story, tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. She is saying that she just need advice. How is she supposed to tell other people that this is what is happening? How does she warn other parents that this type of sweets, those sweets that they make in their factory, they always have mortuary water so that the orders can come flying and the stock can get finished, so that the factory can make more money? Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us meet again in the following episode. If you have any confession that you want to share with us, please do not hesitate to come to my inbox and then you share with me your own side of the story.